COP-28. What is COP-28? This is the group of nations meeting in which the decisions taken, the resolutions passed by the member nations, that is at the meeting conducted in Dubai during the last week, and nearly 200 nations has participated in the meeting and made pledge to seek transition away from fossil fuels in energy system. This is the first time that 200 nations agreed to transfer energy from transition away from fossil fuels in green to green energy to meet the global net zero emissions by 2050. It means by 2050 all these 200 nations agreed to reduce the usage of fossil fuels and replace with green energy or renewable energy by 2050. This is called a UAE consensus. This COP-28 resolution is called as UAE consensus, made history by becoming the first climate agreement that explicitly called for moving away from such renewable energy resources. This is the major achievement of this COP-28 and a UAE consensus in which 200 nations agreed to reduce the usage of fossil fuels and replace the use of green energy or renewable energy to make the net zero by 2050. This could be possible after two weeks long discussions, negotiations with many participating countries. This UAE consensus is a roadmap for achieving the goals prescribed in Paris Agreement. An agreement is only as good as the implementation. We are what we do, not what we say. It means every agreement entered into has to be implemented or has to be practically achieved. Then only the success of agreement will be treated as the agreement was successful. Every nation knew the importance of environment protection and climate protection to address the stressed supercharged climate action. Of course, there is a consensus. There is a UAE consensus among 200 nations. There may be some minor demands or qualifications or some observations, loopholes while entering into this UAE consensus by the 200 nations. And this transforming from fossil fuels to renewable energy or green energy will require the importance of gas. And this free pass for the gas expansion production is particular blow, given that the association methane leakage could make gas even more worse. Manufacturing of gas method has to be changed to reduce the effect of damage to the environment. The process required for gas production has to be changed to accommodate the agreement entered into in UAE consensus. If the process of gas production is not changed, it will lead to going backward, or means it is going to damage the environment. So there should be there is a need of an agreement to change the process of gas production also required among all the nations of this UAE consensus. And the changed process of gas production has to be for the purpose of zero and low emissions for the purpose of using zero and low emission technology. Of course, there may be some limitations or observations or leakages, or there may be some actions required, some agreements has to be entered, but basic consensus to entering a consensus by 200 nations is a great achievement to protect the environment of the entire world. This is a great success after G20 success, the G20 meeting, New Delhi declaration success, and this COP UAE consensus is a remarkable one and historical agreement among 200 nations of the world.